Forever.
Ready to roll, Daddy-O?
You got it.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? I'm Fred Cross, bass player of the band Caterwaul. Don got it. And this is I.D.s Music, the alternative television. Sound. Okay, ready? Okay. Alternative sounding television. Okay. Hi, how you doing? I'm Fred Cross of Caterwaul, and this is I.D.s Music. Enjoy yourself. No, really.
I think it's called I.D.s Music.
Alternative sounding television. It's great.
Tune in. Sammy Davis kind of.
You know what I mean? Like,
Underground canal.
What's there to fill my drink?
you know,
Playing these Las Vegas gigs too long. I work in Cleveland.
no, seriously. Hello, Cleveland.
I love that's all.
That's all. That was last tour.
Last tour, and that was Spinal Tap for the last 8 years probably.
Mark, come over
Texas
here.
Spinal Tap.
We gotta
So
do a
where are you
video
all
spot
from?
for him.
We're from
From Texas.
we're Zonies, Arizona.
Zonies.
Awesome.
This is for my
Now,
TV
now
show.
you're in the land of Cleve.
Here.
What's that? But actually,
Do you want to know what it is? The cleave of the mountains. The flats start here. The plains start in Cleveland. The Appalachians end. There's a cleave in the land, and it's flat from here to the Rockies.
I think we drove it with us.
Oh,
too.
I see now.
The way that
And the Rocky River filled in that
Look
cleave.
at it that way. That's pretty
Leave it to Cleaver. Hey, that wasn't
No, I
inspired.
was thinking when we were driving into Chicago that for some reason Chicago doesn't sound like an Indian name anymore, you know. But it really is. Sounds like Chicago now. That's
You gotta go on the other side of it.
something to think about. Something to really ponder at your next session.
All right, I want you to introduce yourself, your band, and say you're watching I.D.s Music or whatever you want to say. I don't care. Just goof it up.
I'm Mark from Caterwaul and you're watching I.D.s Music.
I see.
You know what it is, and I'll.
Is that I.D.s as in
Sounding
cold?
television.
Or is that I.D.s?
You guys are telling me.
Read the vision card.
You guys come to Cleveland, you get
It's part of the skit.
You should put that instead of I on your card and I.
Yeah,
And then
it's
some
true. That's
music,
ironic.
like
They
it
marked
here.
us with eyes tonight.
Because that's the first thing I kind of thought of
very
too in my
interesting.
head.
Do you want to read something?
You want us to get that redhead down here?
Yeah.
About your hat.
My
I wonder about
hat?
that.
Why don't you interview her? Why don't you interview her first?
Yeah, first of all,
Chatting
tell us
to
about your
T's.
hat.
This hat
Chatting.
I got in Vancouver.
It's gotta be because of
British Columbia?
Yes.
Wow, it's a great place.
And it's made at a place called,
No, that's an H now.
Ooh, that's pretty lining inside that
it's
too.
called, I think it's called Second Skin. Anyway, I got this hat there. I got this run tonight. You don't need to look at that. And what else?
There we go.
Am I
That's-
wearing it right?
What made you sing rock and roll? If that's what you want to call it.
Really, what do you?
It's in the blood. I don't know. It's, you're, I guess you're just born with it.
Previous generations?
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody in my family's sung rock and roll or anything before, but
But they have their rhythm.
Yeah.
Are you from Arizona also?
Yes. I was born in Phoenix. I lived there practically all my life. But 2 years of it.
Wow.
What'd you do those 2 years?
I moved to Burbank, California.
Oh, that's right. That's where you live now. So you're stars now, aren't you?
Well, Burbank is, kind of like a hotbed of stars. So,
What famous people have you run into at like 7-Eleven?
I don't know if I've ever seen many famous people there.
So you have been to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, there's a lot of 7-Elevens there.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever had happen to you at a 7-Eleven? Or eaten?
A 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Not much, actually.
Are there any Americans working at 7-Elevens on the West Coast?
I don't think so, no. No.
What fast junk regional food sustains you most often?
Candy.
Candy? Sound like my godchildren. What's your favorite candy?
I like Tootsie Rolls. Those are good.
Why?
I like
That's what we
chocolate.
gave Dean.
Why do you like Tootsie Rolls?
Because, I don't know, they're just good. And they
They're
like
simple.
make me feel like my fillets are gonna fall out. I don't know, I just like them. Sometimes I get cravings for them. But I like other candy as well.
Where do you want to be in 10 years?
Well, not where I am right now. No, but no, I mean, I would like to have a house of my own and maybe.
How financially successful is the band? Are you up to your necks in debt or what?
Oh, way above our necks, probably.
Is signing on with a major label contract before you can sell enough records to please them a big mistake?
Not with the company we're with, because they don't
They
give
don't
us
push it.
$1 million, like in advance. So that.
Like the
isn't
classic
good.
Del Fuego screw up.
Yeah, like some bit. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Well, they got fronted like $1 million
Yeah,
and
that's bad. No, we didn't get that at all. See, we're just poor all around. So, that's good. I don't mind. Hasn't
keeps you
changed.
hungry and honest and writing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How did you first get into music, through your voice or through like playing a string instrument? Did you take lessons in something when you were little, or like how did it first?
Yeah, like at first I wanted to play drums, then I wanted to play guitar, and I did that. Then I started singing with the guitar, and then I got the mandolin, and then I was singing with that, and I met Kevin, and I sang with him, and we met Fred and Mark, and now we got the band. So.
Well, I won't ask you what it is.
What?
Caterwaul.
Caterwaul?
I have no clue. It sounds German. I mean, don't. It's boring. You answered every interview, so let's just pass over it.
It's not. It's just, like people say, hey, I hear him caterwauling out there,
So it's like a cat getting whaled on.
Well, and it's like noises, like in Mary Poppins, like they're all sitting at the dinner table, and he goes, all the kids were bickering, and he goes, now quit your caterwauling! Because everybody is complaining and drunk, howling.
So Disney's been a heavy influence on you?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, it's a word.
Is it really?
Yeah, that, people have used in the past and in the present. I read it a lot in the press, Like people use it to describe things. It just pops up here and there. So.
Kind of like cacophony is used too, maybe
Yeah.
for sounds.
People like
Dissonant.
catch on to these words and they roll on.
And they get popular. I've never heard Caterwaul before I heard you people. Maybe now that you've told me, I'll read it every other day.
Probably, because a lot of people have heard it, they just don't remember sometimes. It's not one, it's not like.
So you were in Canada. Like, have you done a lot of shows there, or is that a one-time affair to be in, Vancouver? Or?
Yeah, well, we were recording there for 2 months. We played one show up there. We were there. That's all we have so far, and we're probably gonna do it some more while we're on tour.
Do you often record on the road, or why did you record in Canada?
Because we had to make our album for this year, and our producers that wanted to work with were from Vancouver, and they said, hey, come to Vancouver.
And who are these producers?
Dave Ogilvy and Gregory Ely.
What else have they done that we know?
5440, Skinny Puppy, Sarah McLaughlin, stuff. A lot of Canadian bands.
Have you been happy with how you've been produced in the past, or has that screwed up your records at times, or?
Well, it didn't screw up the records, it just screwed up our heads. No, like, Dave and Greg are wonderful, perfect producers. I have nothing bad to say about them. But, in the past, things maybe didn't connect or click with our other. We only had one other producer, so.
Who are you talking about? He knows.
Well, I don't like names, but it's just like maybe it just didn't always work out. I mean, it worked out as far as the sound and the product, and the result was nifty king and everything, but that's it.
I mean, it wasn't fun.
No, not fun like last time.
You like to have fun, don't you?
Yeah.
Chip.
You like to have fun, don't you?
Well, on your way out, I wish you, do as bad as you can. How'd you do tonight? I mean, were you happy, or did you heed my advice, or did you go the other direction?
It was a small stage. You couldn't run around it or anything.
What was the advice?
I said, do as bad as you can, or something like that.
I kept thinking I was going to fall into the drums, so I couldn't move around as much as I wanted to, but I tried, And Fred always rocks.
Yeah, he was moving around more than anyone.
Boy, his head moves around.
Well, thank you all. Thank you for coming to Cleveland.
Thank you. We enjoyed it.